This story will cover from then to now and next, all about change, how to turn losers into winners.
There was a lot of competition for our contest, Who's the Best Fisherman? Now the winner of part 1 will confront the winner of this part 2. Just how difficult will it be to beat the African fish eagle at Lake Naivasha, its stronghold in Kenya? A move could be fatal out from the cover of that introduced ecological error Salvinia, revealing another import, the tilapia fish. Good food for people and birds alike, but look out. Could the little pied kingfisher beat the mighty fish eagle? Small fry, steady view. Bigger, in fact, large-mouthed bass introduced by President Roosevelt in about 1925 from the USA, where he enjoyed fishing for them. It's good for tourism, but less good for the fish perhaps. Good for fishing men, visitors, or locals. But who's going to get heads turning this time round? A tricky decision. Some so-called fishermen track down their prey on land, like the black-headed heron in grassland, home to mice. Some kingfishers hunt in woodland and eat insects and reptiles. And cattle egrets have followed cattle around the world, chasing what may get disturbed by them. Nearer the lake are giant and malachite kingfishers. On the lake is where the main action is, the home of our two possible winners. The fish eagle from part 1, and a favourite in part 2, the pied kingfisher, for reasons yet to be disclosed. But there's a surprise on the way. It's hard to see how the eagle can fail to be voted the best fisherman. Triumph? Well, not yet. So what about the knee-bending, lightning beak-snapping, yellow-billed stork? Or the frog-fancying coot, which leads to a chase? And that's a tricky beakful. Which leads to a Hadada ibis, he of the most capable beak, setting off his sequins, well, sort of. Winning or losing depends on your equipment and how you use it. In addition, opportunistic behaviour can make all the difference in the competition, as we'll now see. So, coots no, cormorants yes, egrets certainly yes, gone fishing. Easy when you know how. But you've got to be at the right place at the right time. It's not so easy with a fisherman so slick and successful as a cormorant. So could he be the best? How can we measure that? They hunt in packs. But where will they surface? And will they manage to swallow the fish underwater before it's stolen? The idea is to get ahead of the group or hover over them. A lot more effort for the egret, normally a stalker or a patient wait-and-see operator, like the pied kingfisher can be in certain situations. And is this one of them? Well, apparently not. The egret got one that time. But did he get anything? The birds are doing better down there under the lily pads. But they have to come up to breathe briefly as the egret's very persistent and agile. He's trying to get ahead of some 6 cormorants. And he must be quick to get in there before the fish is swallowed. They're behind you. Too late. And gulls can do this too. Success. Egrets join in. This technique uses up a lot of energy. This part of Lake Naivasha, so-called bird paradise, is now especially so as the water levels drop and the fish are packed together down below. Speared on the lower mandible of the beak. Problem? No problem. Pelican 0, Cormorant 1. Or is it? Well, yes it is. Well, or is it? It's got to be somewhere. Game, set and fish to the cormorant. Could he just turn out to be the last minute winner? Or could it be the pelican that comes from behind? They're all watching each other. Where are they now though? Slippery prey. Agile heron. Is this the right place? No. The cormorants are doing well, but this is just a few of them. If big numbers lead to the big prize, the best, there are many more to come, literally, in the last round. Was that the one that got away? Too big perhaps? But just when you thought it might be all over, well, it wasn't. Back powerfully into the match is that top finalist, the African fish eagle. A desperate try, which fails. Action replay. Fishing's over for the day, for the clever yellow-billed stork. The grey heron, the cormorant, all winners really in their own particular ways, all successful more or less depending on the conditions and one's opinion. You win some, you lose some. Little egret, big fish. Is that worth a prize in the contest? Egyptian geese, a noisy warning. And is that the winner up there, the scary eagle? Or is the opportunistic egret in with a chance? Or the pirate's prey, the cormorant? Or the grey heron? More panic. That really is the end of fishing for today. But there's a last twist to the contest. Do big numbers count? If so, eagles are edging ahead perhaps, but certainly not as much as cormorants. Just think of how many fish these flocks can eat and take back to their young. Huge nesting colonies build up when the fishing's good, as it is now. They'll cash in on the pelicans, which have also moved in force.
and the black herons are piling in. An unusual sight, but is it prize-winning? Or what about the spoonbills?
So now we can consider the winners and losers in our imaginary Who's the Best Fisherman competition. Does size make a difference in this case? Does the equipment matter? Well, the main thing is that it does the job. And technique? Well, the black heron is brilliant, but the winner is, in our opinion, the pied kingfisher, a highly successful common water bird. And here's why perhaps. He can watch from a static position, choosing a promising perch. Or if the fishing's not going well, move off and create his own flying, mobile perch. Hovering uses more energy, but he can choose the perfect spot and be very flexible. The fish must be subdued and swallowed head first, for fin reasons. And what about man? Well, not really a winner, because he's overfished, polluted, and taken a lot of water from the lake, which is a rare commodity in Kenya. Perhaps he will mend his ways for the good of all concerned. That's if they are. So it's time to leave the hide come bar, and the party's over. The crowned cranes are off. The water level's down and there are no more fish to catch. Perhaps he doesn't want to know, and it's time to go. A finalist. A runner-up. And please close Bird Paradise when you leave. The champion. And rain is coming to replenish the levels. And that's where the fishermen will now follow. Good luck to them all.